Hello my friends, it's Nanny. In today's video, you're going to see the last 2 days of my activities. I seem to be wound up like a top today. I've only had 1 cup of coffee, but you're going to see a little bit about me dressed in my exercise outfits, looking like a pro, which I'm not, and getting ready to go out and walk up and down the driveway and get some of this energy out. You're also going to see my thrift haul. Yesterday was senior day at Savers, and I did get some great things. There's a fly buzzing around here. I also spent some time in my bedroom this morning and showed you some things about my morning routine. So it's chock full of chatting away and energy that I don't know where it came from, but I hope that you're going to enjoy it. Stick around if you think you might. The reason I'm sitting here is because I've just finished my morning routine. And as you know, I've told you about this, I use these halo pads to wash my face. I use no makeup cleanser. I did this last night. I do this morning and night. If I have makeup on the day before, I get it off with these pads. You just put it under warm water, and it takes everything off, including the eye makeup. And then, of course, I put morning and night, always my Nivea. And you know, this is the big jar, the blue, greasy Nivea, almost gone. I've already ordered my backup. And I buy the one that's made in Germany. I believe the Nivea factory is in Germany. And they claim that's the best one. But I have been using this since I was in my 30s, morning and night, and sometimes in between. And I know it's greasy. I love it, whether it has anything to do with warding off wrinkles and drop and whatever else happens when you're almost 85. I don't know, but it makes me feel good, and it makes my face and neck and chest and hands, arms, anything else I can smear it on. So that's what I've done already this morning. And I am about to do a little bit of makeup so I look a little bit better for you. And I will put the castor oil on now. I buy this on Amazon, the black oil Hollywood brand castor oil. And I always have backups of this, because if I don't put this on and I just pour a little bit in my hand and I put it on, if I don't put it on before makeup will flake, which is the reason that I never did wear makeup all those years. Now, for best results so my face doesn't look greasy, I will wait a while, which is why I'm putting it on now. So yesterday, I did have a great day. I was out and about again, and I started off in the car. Now, while I was in the car and I started to explain why I was going out, evidently I had it on slow-mo. And you know what happens in the beginning, you get about 5 seconds of talking, and then all of a sudden, it goes like that. So after that, I take my pills. Muzi and I always have morning and night pills. And since Barry and Dub, Barry came over a couple of weeks ago and brought both of us some Airborne. They take it, and he felt we should be taking it now. The other thing I take, which I have over here, but now I realize I brought it into the living room, is my vitamin C gummies. I take a multivitamin, and of course I take my collagen every morning in my coffee. And I'm still drinking it, and it's in here now. You know, ladies, I think that it works. I had stopped a couple of weeks ago for a couple of days because I thought maybe it was constipating. Ooh, one of those we don't talk about this subjects. And I thought, wow, I'm constipated. I don't like that. Couple days. Do you think it's the collagen? So I stopped, and naturally, of course, I was okay the next day. And I thought, oh, it must have been the collagen. But since then, I've been back on the collagen, and guess what? It's not constipating. So I'm over that worry. You know, you always think, what can it be? But at this stage, you never know what's going to come next. But I'm okay now. So while we're waiting for my castor oil to sink in a little bit, I thought I would show you my pillow. Whoa! my ring light wants to keep falling forward. You know, I dropped my my ring light here along with the stand when I was outside the other day, and the white ring fell off the contraption, whatever it is, and I thought it was gone, and I thought I'd have to buy a new one. But all right, now I'm good. And at any rate, I dropped it, and the white plastic cover that's over the ring light itself fell off. And Moosey and I have tried to put it back on again. It won't snap in again, and I guess I have to buy a new one. But in the meantime, I ingeniously thought, why can't I just strap that thing on with some Scotch tape, which I did, and it's working. So we're in business to be able to use some other areas where I don't have direct light. It's kind of dark here in the cottage, except for that front window that I film in all the time. So let me show you, speaking of my split ends, a lot of you suggested that perhaps I should sleep with a silk pillowcase. And I do have silk pillowcases, 2 of them. As a matter of fact, a year ago, right before Christmas, in fact, it was during the before Christmas holidays, I did have a promotion with Lily Silk. In the meantime, when my daughters and granddaughters and I last year were doing a home spa day over at Debbie's house, I went to the Dollar Tree, another one of those great dollar stores, and I bought a bunch of stuff for us to have this spa day over at Debbie's house. And I found these satin pillowcases. Now, this has been washed a million times, so it looks more like silk. It's so soft. And I sleep on this every night. So I just wanted you to know, somebody suggested that I sleep on a pillowcase, a silk pillowcase, and I do have a couple of beautiful silk pillowcases, hunter green, that I pull out during the holidays, and Moosey and I sleep on those. But in the meantime, when I'm not sleeping on those, I sleep on this. And these were $1. What I really want to do is tell you about the haul I had yesterday at the thrift store. And I want whatever I buy, I'm going to use here now, or I buy things sometimes for the kids and the grandkids. And I'm going to show you that after I put some makeup on and get ready for the day. Well, it's Tuesday, and guess what that is? It's senior day at the thrift store. And I just haven't been there in a while, so I'll take you in with me too. So I'm on my way. Well, I missed my egg and cheese quesadilla because breakfast time is over, ends at 11. But I did get my iced coffee, which I will drink while I drive. This goes with a great thrift day. But I think I'll have to wait until I can stop and have my green burrito. So join me, ladies. Well, I just arrived. I think I'll just enjoy my coffee. I hope you have a nice iced coffee with me today. And I couldn't wait to have my green burrito. Had to stop before I got here. But I'm going to enjoy the rest of my coffee. It's always quite crowded on Tuesday at Savers because it's senior day and the discount is 30% off. Okay, I'm ready to go in. Okay, come on with me. I'm definitely going to take you with me this time. As you know, I always start with the jewelry. The jewelry has been a little sparse, not as great as it used to be. I used to always get some great cuffs here. Haven't seen too many of those lately. But there was a gorgeous necklace that I did see and love. That one right there. Christmas has hit the thrift shops as many other stores are piling the Christmas goodies in. You've probably noticed. It's kind of fun. I love my white milk glass and various containers for cut flowers and for putting bouquets and things in the home. And I always love to check out the candlesticks. A lot of them I will redo, but I love the candles. I did see a beautiful silver pot. They always have lovely silver serving pieces, but this seemed a little expensive, but I did love the design, and it does match a set that I have. The Kate Spade purses were beautiful and very well priced, also Coach and other designer purses, but I really wasn't in the market for crossbodies or anything that I saw there that day, other than 2 wonderful purchases that I did make. The purses are great that they have. Michael Kors, love those. You can always find good ones there. They have a huge array of purses, and it just would seem such a better idea to buy yourself a purse there than pay a lot of money for ones in the stores. I always run through the shoes, and I have found some fabulous ones. I saw a beautiful pair of slides from Zara and a gorgeous shoe from Cole Haan, brand new, that looked beautiful, but I resisted. This one right here. Well, it's now 12:30, 1:45, midday, and I'm dressed to do some walking, some power walking, if you can do that at almost 85. I can't believe it, but in 1 month I will be 85. I don't feel 85, thank God, but I am. And I'm going to do the best that I can. I think I'm kind of living in my old fairy tale world of just trucking on, and I'm going to keep doing that. I know that I'm chirpy and it might drive you crazy, but it's the only way that I know how to live. What I want to do right now, before I go out and do a little power walking, is just going to be, we live up in the hills, and years ago, Colleen and I used to power walk all around the neighborhood, up and down into the lower part of the area, and there are hills that go up and down. I loved it because she and I had so much to talk about, and I was able to do it. They still power walk, Micah and Colleen. They do quite a bit of exercise. I don't do all that anymore. I get a lot of my exercise, believe it or not, out when I'm out and about shopping, and I'm out for sometimes 5, 6, 7 hours at a time. I thank God that I can stay on my feet and move for 7 hours at a time without sitting down. And I'm sure that's it. I also do a lot of bugger lugging with the packages coming in and out from the food shopping, and I'm constantly out in the shed lifting tubs and feeding birds and stretching. And although I don't go to a gym or do all sorts of exercise, I think I get enough to keep me going. But I do like every once in a while to at least pretend that I am doing something that you see a lot of women doing, that regulated exercise. So today I went out and I found my tights that I bought a year or so ago in Ross. I still have the tags on them. And I have a couple of cute workout outfits. Remember, I did some calisthenics and stretching. My granddaughter Ryan was, it probably was 8 or 9 months ago. And I am able to put my elbows on the ground and do a lot of stretching. I'm very flexible and limber, And I want to start doing some more of that. Maybe have Shannon do some filming or set up my tripod out there. And today I decided to dress like a professional. So I put those tights on, and I have a couple of those workout jackets, but it's a little warm, so I put just a black sweater on and a sleeveless tee. So there are a couple of packages down at the bottom of the hill. And normally what I will do when I feel that I'm not getting enough exercise around here, or I'm not out and about that week too much, I do walk down the hill to the gate and the mailboxes, and then I walk back up again and around up by the big house and down, and I do that maybe 3 or 4 times. And it's a slight grade, a hill, and I do get huffy and puffy, and I'm going to try and do that today. Maybe only once or twice, but I have my tennies on and my tights. Normally I don't even like tights. I don't like stuff around my legs, but these are kind of silky and soft. And I looked at the tag. I brought it in here to show you, but maybe I left it on the bed. No, here they are. Let me put my glasses on. Happen to have them right here on my chain. Woo, but they're awfully cloudy, but I think I can still read. The label says Activeology, powered by Women's Health, and believe it or not, the price of these tights alone is, oh, excuse me, caught my breath, $58. Now, obviously, I would never spend that. I bought them at Ross, and I bet I didn't pay more than $8 or $9 for them. So go figure. I love my, I'm not the least bit intimidated. I think that we all, ladies, in our mature years, can look like we have designer, expensive clothes on by choosing, by having a good eye. I'm going to take these off because I can hardly see the screen. They're so messy. And just trying to pick those outfits that look like they're expensive, but they're not. And since I've sewn all my life anyway, I just can't see overpaying money to say you've spent, a couple of $100 on something. In the old days, yes, Moosey bought me wonderful things. I did buy some wonderful things myself. I did have the old good stuff in the old days, but I wouldn't overpay for anything now, unless it was a gift. So let me share a few things, and then I'm going to go out and do my fairy tale power walk. I'm dressed for it, and I'm even going to try and put my hair up and try and get back to see if I can use these with my little bit shorter hairdos. This cup is a darling cup. Is it a little blurry, or is it my glasses? It says, think positive and great things will happen. And that's a rule that you have to live by at this point. Really, there's no other reason to think any other way. No matter what your life is like, try and make it better as best as you can. With prayer, with action, just do it if you can. So I'm going to make my date nut bread and cheese on it, cream cheese in the morning. And hopefully I will make this with you tomorrow in my new spice chai latte powder, and with my whipped cream on top, and that should taste good. Okay, now for my haul. It wasn't a big haul. It was senior, I've told you this so many times, senior 30% off. Now that's a lot of money. And I did a little B-roll to show you around. I have so many minutes of video that I'm going to have to cut a lot out. My iMovie at this point is so crowded. I don't know how. I need another trip up to see my guys up at the Apple store to have them get me back on a. I have a computer that I haven't even started using. I know I'll be able to do longer videos if I learn how to do the editing and everything on that computer. I know how to work a computer, but it's the iMovie editing is a little different on the computer. They say not too different, but Here I go again. Okay, let me get to my thrift haul. I always go to the jewelry first. Now, I do have tons of jewelry. I have good jewelry that's been given to me by my hubby years. Good jewelry that I've bought myself over the years. My silver, my turquoise, my gold, everything. Stuff we've gotten in Europe, and I have good jewelry. But I also love costume jewelry, and I do love to pick it up. Now, I have given a lot of my costume jewelry as gifts at Christmas and birthdays to the grandkids, to my daughters. I gave one of my my squash blossom turquoise and silver necklaces to Margie last Christmas. Debbie has some of my old jewelry, and so does Colleen, but I still like to wear it. So someday all of this will go to the kids and everybody, but I still pick up costume jewelry, and every once in a while I find something really good at a thrift store. Well, my new big ring is definitely costume jewelry, but I love big gaudy rings. It's just me and my go big or go home attitude, but I love this one. I have another one like this, but this is cute. All these rings are like $2.99, $3.99, and I think I told you I can't wear bangles anymore because they don't fit over my arthritis, but that I have in the knuckles. And so I buy cuffs or bracelets that open or are stretchy. This one I love. It reminds me of a Brighton style bracelet. And this one is a watch, believe it or not, that I bought. These were like $3.99, and I'm going to see if the watch will take a new battery. I love big jewelry. I love my delicate jewelry too, but go big or go home is probably me. What else did I get here? A couple of other cute rings. Look at this one. This is a turtle, and I thought this was darling. I'll wear this once or twice and then give it to one of the little kids, I'm sure. This one I thought was very pretty, and this is for fancier times. I love this with the stones. This might look nice with my new sweater with the rhinestone buttons on it, my new black sweater. I like this one. And I did pick up another gold cuff, not as big as some of them, but I thought that was pretty, the design. And I think that was it in the jewelry line. Then I bought a couple of pieces that I've already put in the kitchen. I love my milk glass or white glass as part of decorating here in the adobe. And I love my tchotchkes and stuff all over, and I promised myself that I would use everything that I bought, or if I bought something for the kids, definitely it would be theirs. I found one purse, and I showed you some beautiful Kate Spade purses, but I'm not buying them, and they were authentic. But lately I've been onto crossbodies, but I don't need another crossbody. I did buy a Coach fanny pack, we used to call them. Now they call them something else, waist pouches or something more elegant. But I love that, and I think I have that in the other room. I will run and get that and show you. But this one I thought was so beautiful. I love the color, and I really don't have a lot of these. It's suede, real suede, and it's one of those slouchy purses, and it's a fawn color. I call this fawn dove gray. I have a pair of booties just like it, and I don't have a purse to match those booties. I've had the booties for years, and I will be wearing those a lot with black because I think I'm going to be wearing a lot of black and camel and cream and taupe this winter. So it has a beautiful leather braided handle that is so comfortable on my shoulders. And you're not going to believe the price on this. I think they got this one wrong. Usually a purse like this, they would charge a little more, but it was only $5.99. And with 30% off, could I resist? No, but I love this bag. And let me just show it to you to show you how pretty it looks on my shoulder. This was a steal. I think this was like $7 or $8. And I don't know why, because it is authentic. And it's a good size. It will fit my phone. And really, when I go out and do my shopping, especially my thrifting and my whatever I'm out looking for, antiquing or whatever, it has a really nice belt that's very adjustable. I like the silver on it, and it has a little pouch in the front for whatever, and definitely will hold my phone on the inside. And I would just put this on, and I love these for shopping because, now my glasses are in the way, but when you have a fanny pack or a crossbody on in the daytime and you're shopping, your hands are free. And if you're a young mom and you want to keep track of your kids, or a grandma and you have the grandkids along, it should be a little bit tighter. But look at that. Isn't that great? I would wear that probably right in front. It's also good for hiding the tummy. I'll take you into the kitchen. The other pieces were 2 or 3 a teapot, and a beautiful little pot to put the tea bags in. Moose and I drink a lot of tea at night in the wintertime in bed with a goodie, if that's what we're going to have as we're watching our Netflix or whatever. Usually a chamomile or a soothing tea of some kind. But I bought a teapot with a silver lid and a cute teapot for tea bags, and it's part of my decor in the kitchen right now. I put it up there this morning, and a beautiful big copper pot. I have a copper collection. I know the Moosey and the kids will think I'm nuts, but I only bought things that I thought were special. I'll take you into the kitchen and show you what I bought. Isn't that brass cookie jar great? It says cookies on it, and it goes nicely up above the stove, but it probably will come down during the holidays when I start making all my great cookies. And up here on my shelf, I found this tea set. This, it has pewter trim on it. That says tea, and I'll put the tea bags in there. And this is the beautiful teapot. And I have it next to the salt and pepper shakers that were a wedding present. So the second day of doing my hair, it still is a little curly. It's full. I'm pleased with everything the way it turned out with the hot rollers yesterday. Today I did nothing to it. It's a little frizzy, but that's the weather and the way my hair is being curly. So I think it's time to close right now. I've made this video much too long. I'm gonna have to cut a lot out. I don't know what's the matter with me today. I'm very energized, which is why I think we better get out and get me walking. You know, of all our kids, 6 kids, Matthew was the one with all the energy from the time he was a baby. You've seen him work in my garden. He'll work for hours in the heat. He just has, thank God, energy that just abounds. And thank God, sometimes I still have that too. I have my downtimes too, believe me. I'm not always like this. In fact, I'll probably collapse this afternoon after my little walk out there. So I'm gonna do, so what we used to do with Matthew, I know I always have a punchline. When he was a little boy, especially I remember when we would, we lived in Europe, and when we traveled over and home for holidays and things, we would go by ship. And it was wonderful. And so we'd be on the high seas for 5 or 6 days. And that's kind of confining for young kids. Matt at the time was 3, 4, 5 years old. And what we used to do with him was let him run up and down the decks on the outside every day, a couple times, just to let him get the energy out. So that's what I think I better do now to get this extra energy out with me. I won't run, but I will walk. So thank you all so much for listening and enjoying. You are my friends, my buddies. I don't have a lot of lady friends these days. I have my daughters, thank God, my granddaughters, but I don't have women friends. A lot of my women friends, some of them have passed, and a lot of them are still back east. So thank you for, I'm getting emotional. Thank you for being my friends. And what I'm going to do, I went from a high right down to this. So what I'm going to do right now, before I close, I've thanked you so much. Those of you who are new, please think about subscribing, or if you've just seen us for the first time, we'd love to have you as our family, and I'd like you to be my new friends too. So I'm going to try and put my hair up right now because I have a visor that I'm going to try and put on. I have this purple visor, or I dug up an old visor from one of our trips we used to travel Canard all the time, and we were on all of them. This was the old QE2, which is now not running anymore. But I'm going to put a visor on. But before I do that, I'm going to see, and you're going to help me. I'm going to see if I can still put my hair up with this wonderful clip that I bought, and my celluloid clip. And I'm going to see if I can just get it up for my walk. And I hope that I didn't cut it too short. Nope, I don't think I did. So I'm going to look in my mirror here, take my comb, and these combs are wonderful because it gets the whole back up in one scoop. I'm not going to be seeing anyone. I just want it up off my neck. Put my visor on. How's that look? No one's going to see me, but I can pretend I'm one of those fancy ladies out running around. Pull something down in the front, and I can pretend that I'm at a gym working out, and I'm all set to go. So, I love you all. I'll see you soon. Goodbye for now, and God bless us all. Woo! Was I wound up? So, I shall put my new glammy glasses on, and I'm ready to run, but I will walk.